Fables of the Fen, Stories to Read Aloud by Sherry Lamborn. Chapter 4. Fitzwater, Flanagan, and Finlock are excellent at swimming. And whatever you do, do it with your whole heart, for God, not just for others. Colossians 3:23. Fitzwater and Flanagan fish were brothers and best friends. They were rainbow fish, the most beautiful fish in the pond. They played all day, swimming and playing hide and seek among the cattails and fallen logs. They loved to dart through the orange legs and feet of the geese who were swimming on the surface of the pond. They were also very good at jumping across the waterfall from the lower pond to the upper pond. Only the very strongest fish could jump up that rocky waterfall. It took a great deal of practice to make their muscles strong enough to wiggle their tails to get a swimming start through the stream. "Let's race," said Flanagan. Off they went to the other side of the pond, to the rocky waterfall. Flanagan was very fast, so he got there first. He tried many times to swim up the rocky wall of water, but kept falling back into the lower pond. Fitzwater got there second, as he was a little slower, but he was very strong. He swam gracefully up the rocky wall to the upper pond. Yes, even fish can sometimes seem to fly. "Woohoo!" Fitzwater screamed as he swam by Flanagan. "Beat ya!" This made Flanagan so mad at himself. He swam back and forth trying to get up the rocky wall. "Fitzwater did it again," Flanagan mumbled to himself. "He is amazing. He's so strong. How does he get up that rocky wall so easily? I am really fast, but he is really strong." Fitzwater swam over to the edge of the waterfall and said, "Flanagan, come on up." Flanagan swam back a short distance and got another start. He started swishing his tail back and forth, speeding toward the upper pond. But as soon as he reached the rocks, his little body just couldn't push hard enough to leap over the rocky waterfall. He fell back on the rocks, bruising his smallest fin. "Ouch!" he said. "That hurt." Fitzwater laughed. "Come on, Flan, don't give up. Try it again." Flanagan tried again, but this time with a little more speed. But he still didn't make it up the rocky waterfall. "Try one more time, Flan," shouted Fitzwater from above. "I will hold out my hand," that is his fin, "and pull you up when you get here." Flanagan swam way back to the west side of the pond to get a good start. He put all his strength and determination into it, reached the waterfall, and flew up over the rocks with no help from Fitzwater. But because he tried so hard and had so much speed, he couldn't control where he landed. Plop! He splashed right down on top of Fitzwater. They tumbled together, sinking down to the bottom of the pond. "Whew! I finally made it," said Flanagan, as he brushed off the sand from his scales. "Yeah, you made it all right, right on top of me," Fitzwater said, laughing. "But good job, little brother." Fitzwater patted him on the back with his large fin, shaking his head, still a bit dizzy from being smushed. Finally, it was time to go home for supper. They relaxed and let the stream push them over the waterfall back into the lower pond. Their mother was waiting with a small pile of mosquitoes she had caught for supper. After they ate, darkness came to the pond, and it was time to sleep. They curled under a fallen log and spent a peaceful night. The next morning they were ready to have another glorious day of swimming. They swam back to the south side of the pond to see if their friend Finlock would like to join them. "Hey, Finlock, we're going to explore the pond. Want to come with us?" "No, I'm too sleepy. I'd rather nap this morning." "Aw, please," begged Flanagan. "We are going to have a great time." "I'm tired." Finlock shut his eyes again, hoping they would go away. "You are always tired, Finn. Come with us for some fun and exercise," said Fitzwater. Okay, yawned Finlock. "I guess I'll go with you, but I don't want to have to work very hard." "Great, let's go," said Flanagan. "There's a large tree that fell on the southeast side of the pond last week, so let's go there first to explore." As they swam around the sunken log, something moved in the mud and created a dark brown cloud in the water. Slowly, through the mud, the three fish could see large black and yellow eyes. It was Trollinger Turtle, the biggest and most dangerous turtle in the pond. Trollinger opened his mouth wide as if he was going to swallow Fitzwater whole. "Get out of here, fast!" Fitzwater yelled. The three fish swam as fast as they could to the north side of the pond. When they reached the bank, they were out of breath and so scared. They looked at each other, then began to laugh. "Wow, that was a close call," said Flanagan. "Sure was," said Finlock. "Whatever it was, he sure looked mean. I thought he was going to eat you whole, Fitz." "I thought so too. That must be Trollinger Turtle. My mother's told me about him. He's very mean and always hungry. We must be careful and not bother him again," said Fitzwater. "We shouldn't swim on the southeast side for a while. He is scary," said Flanagan. The following day they met up again and began their fish play. They raced each other across the pond. Of course, Flanagan always won the race, and Finlock always came in last. He just didn't try as hard as the other two and was always sleepy. "I'm going to do my very best to get better at leaping over the rocks," said Flanagan. "I want to be as good as Fitz." "And I'm going to work on my speed," said Fitzwater. "Let's go practice." "I think I'll take a nap," said Finlock sleepily. He yawned lazily. Fitzwater and Flanagan left Finlock behind, lollygagging in the sun. They were nowhere near the south side of the pond when suddenly the mud moved again. "Uh-oh," said Fitzwater. "Get out of here! Now!" he shouted. Before they could blink, Trollinger was right behind them, trying to have both of them for lunch. "Swim, swim!" screamed Fitzwater. "He's right on our tails. Wake up, Finlock!" they yelled at their friend as they raced by. "Swim with us! Hurry!" Flanagan was right behind Fitzwater, catching up, then passing him. Before they knew it, they were near the waterfall, and both flew over the rocks to the upper pond. They swam over to the roots of the giant oak tree and hid in its large watery roots. "Whew, that was close!" Flanagan looked around. "Uh-oh," he said, out of breath. "Where's Finlock? I thought for sure he heard us call to him." "Oh, no," answered Fitzwater. "I wonder where he is and if he's okay." as they waited silently, still catching their breath, they heard some quiet crying near the rocky waterfall. "What's that?" asked Fitz. "It sounds like crying," said Flan. "Let's go see." They slowly swam near the waterfall and looked down beyond the rocks. They were dismayed to see Finlock pacing back and forth at the bottom of the falls. He was shaking all over. "What happened?" said Flanagan. "What's wrong?" "That mean old turtle," stuttered Finlock. "He came at me and bit off part of my tail. See?" He turned around and pointed to his shredded tail. Sure enough, a big half-circle bite had been chomped right off his tail. "Boy, that must have hurt," said Fitz. "It sure did." Big tears started running down Finlock's face. And his tears must have been very big because, as you know, tears dissolve quickly in water. "I just wasn't fast enough for him. Can you believe it? I couldn't outrun a turtle. How humiliating." Everyone thinks turtles are slow, but they can sometimes fool you. Seeing that Finlock wasn't hurt that badly, Fitz and Flan looked at each other and started to giggle. They thought it was quite funny. "Stop laughing," cried Finlock. "It's not funny. I really need your help. You two guys are excellent at everything you do. You are so good at swimming fast and jumping over the rocky waterfall. I can't do any of that stuff. I need to learn fast, or that turtle's going to eat me." Okay, said Fitzwater. Fitzwater and Flanagan slid down the slippery, mossy rocks to Finlock. "We will help you, but you have to stop being so lazy. It takes hard work and patience. So let's make a plan. Today we will practice racing from the reeds to the rocks. Tomorrow we will practice jumping." "Great! Thank you guys so much. My life depends on it," replied Finlock. That afternoon, Fitzwater and Flanagan worked so hard with Finlock that he went home straight to bed and slept soundly without eating supper. His muscles ached the next morning, but Finlock knew he had to work twice as hard now because a part of his tail fin was gone. By the end of the day, he had never worked so hard in his life and was completely exhausted. The next morning, Fitzwater and Flanagan came to get Finlock. He was still sleeping, so they hollered into the small hole near the cattails. "Wake up, sleepyhead! Let's go!" Finlock came out wearily. "Is it morning already? I am so tired and so sore." "Yep, come on," answered Flanagan. "Let's race to the rocks." Okay. He was terribly tired and really didn't want to go. But when he turned around and looked at his deformed tail, he remembered how he almost lost his life due to that sneaky turtle. He decided quickly that he did not want to be left behind. The three best friends swam immediately to the rocks and started jumping. It took a few minutes, but Finlock finally got the hang of it, and before you could say "fish sticks," he was swimming faster and jumping higher. He actually made it to the upper pond on his 15th try. He was so glad and very proud that he worked hard and made it to the upper pond. "Yay! Congratulations!" yelled Fitzwater and Flanagan. "You did it!" They each gave him a high five with their fins. "Never again will I be lazy," said Finlock as he looked back at his sore tail fin and remembered. "I'm going to do my best every day and work very hard. Trollinger Turtle will not get a bite of me again." And Trollinger Turtle never did. Let's talk about this. What does the word excellent mean? Press pause. Which two fish were excellent at swimming and jumping? Press pause. Which fish was not excellent? Press pause. How did he get to be excellent? Press pause. Why did he need to be excellent? Press pause. Listen to the song, Excellent. Excellent, I want to be excellent, to do my very best without delay. Excellent, I want to be excellent, to do my best in all I do and say. Pay attention to the small things, do my best to watch the time, taking care of all God's children. The life I save, it may be mine. Excellent, I want to be excellent, to do my very best without delay. Excellent, I want to be excellent, to do my best in all I do and say. I'll not give up, I'll keep on going. It will be hard, it will take long. I will get tired and I'll want to quit. Then I'll sing this little song.